is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today doing a live stream. It's New Year's Day, I think, on the East Coast of the US. So maybe people are having hangovers, things like that. But I had a little bit of a window of free time, so I figured I'd do some lives. What the heck? See who shows up. I guess I'll have Josh here later. Check out some Twitter, check out some comments, whatever happens. Just kind of chill out for at least an hour and then we'll talk about stuff. And because when we do lives, we usually talk about stuff. That's, I guess, what lives are for. So let's check out the good old Twitter. I mean, people say they don't like Twitter, but I don't know what I'd do without it. I'd be slightly lost maybe because there's always some good stuff going on there. And you could avoid trolls and stuff like that if you want to. Don't worry about it. Let's make sure my private messages are closed. Yeah, they are. Once in a while, they get in there. It's a little bit silly. So here we got the big old Twitter through the fog. What's up? What's up, Jose? Nice to see you. Alex, die for JD. What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm just really in a chill mood. Like, I'm supposed to pick a topic which would do better on a live stream, but I've got my topics lined up for the videos. I've got like 6 videos in the lineup for next week. All interesting stuff. Kevin Costner actually called out Amber Heard. It was fantastic. It's a little bit old, but I've never heard about it. So videos coming up on that really soon, right after, not after the live immediately, but about maybe 6 or 7 hours after this live ends. Going to have that video. It's really fantastic. I don't know much about Kevin Costner. His peak of his career happened when I was like a teenager or 20 or something like that. So he hasn't excuse me, I just read something in the comment. Okay. He hasn't been like in the industry like big for a long time, but he was a huge movie star. And, he claims that Amber Heard just walked into his trailer naked, stark naked, and I guess made a pass at him. So, there's a little more to the story than that, but that's the real juicy part of it. So it'll be an interesting video. And I guess Kevin Costner gains a couple of points in my book now. So cool. I mean, who knows? What's up, Mr. T? Nice to see you. And JFD, hope you're feeling better. I do too. What's up, Justice for Depp? Nice to see you. Thank you for passing by. And Jose, I can't quite put that comment there, although I don't totally disagree. I can't really put that up there because it's a little bit off track to what I'm talking about. Okay. What's up, Alex? What's up? What's up? All right. So anyway, we got Twitter here, and I always go through the Twitter news. This is my friend Ross doing the Little Drummer Boy, and I'm kind of paranoid about copyright stuff. So, I didn't actually run it on my channel, but it's really cool rendition of Little Drummer Boy, which is a great little great little song there. So here we got Johnny with a mask, and I can't quite read what is on that mask, man. And unfortunately, I can't quite zoom in. Maybe I could zoom in more. But anyway, it says like something Guitar Emporium, something like that. So what's up, Tess? Nice to see you all the way from Canada. Very nice to see you. I got to stop shaking my knee. I'm always like shaking my knee and shaking the table. It's probably really annoying for a live stream, but I have trouble sitting still. I'm sure maybe some people can relate. But yeah, I don't know. There's always some interesting stuff. Always some interesting stuff on Twitter. I ignore, most of the silly things going on. As you guys might have heard, Hulu is getting rid of this Dark Shadows movie, but it just blew up on Hulu like a month ago. I reported that it got some extra attention somehow. Now they're getting rid of it for 2022. I don't know what the heck these people are thinking half the time. They're just silly, silly stuff. I don't think they know what they're doing anymore. They're just kind of following crowds and instincts and things like that. If you missed it, I had a Happy New Year live, which went almost 2 hours. And Dr. Soup was with me, and my friend Charlie was with me. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting, pretty nifty. So there's also this journalist from The Guardian. If you guys know The Guardian, it's a pretty big website, pretty big media source. And, she writes about Paul Bettany and Johnny Depp and those horrific texts, but she leaves out the most important part, how Johnny said, well, I would never do that to somebody I love. and it's very, very, very frustrating. So the Guardian really went down, in my opinion. They were going down anyway because I think they were leaning too far in their politics on one side and not being bipartisan, but they just went down even further now that they trashed Johnny and Paul Bettany. What's up, Laura B? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. What's up, Herbie Hill? And I got to give all you guys listening an apology because, I got Happy New Year, probably a couple of dozen comments. I just couldn't, reply to every single one of them with Happy New Year. I tried. I think I got about 12 or 15 of them. So if you didn't get a Happy New Year back from me, really sorry about it. I had a pretty big hangover for like half the day. I woke up at like fucking 6 p.m. I wasted half the day, like literally half of being awake for like 18 hours on just sleeping and getting rid of this gosh darn hangover. So it was really terrible. It really sucked. So I should have got to more comments, but I couldn't, and I tried. What's up, Debbie? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yesterday was my arrival day from Korea when I got adopted. Well, that's very interesting. Thank you for sharing. And Yellowbeard, what's up? How's Florida doing? See, I know where everyone is, man. Well, a lot of people. What's up, John? What's up, Kim? Nice to see you. Just playing it by ear here, doing whatever feels right. And anyway, this person here from The Guardian, which I'll have a video on, obviously had to slam Paul Bettany and Johnny Depp again and leave out, why don't they just print the entire conversation? Because they just want the negatives. They just want the negatives out there. They don't care about being fair. They don't care about reporting factual things. They just want the negative news out there. And this lady, unfortunately, is some kind of a cripple. She's got some kind of a physical illness. She's in a wheelchair. I didn't know that. So honestly, I think it's completely unrelated to the Johnny case. So I can't, really give her any. I mean, I'll give her sympathy in her other life aside from this, but I can't give her any special points for her opinion because of it, So I don't know. Just saying, I didn't know that. I had no idea until I looked her up, a little bit more in detail. But she's in a wheelchair and she's got some kind of like, strange disease or something. But I don't know. That's no excuse for not printing everything Johnny Depp said about Amber Heard and how he couldn't do that to one he loved. So sorry to say, it's funny because like people I would normally support because of certain disadvantages and things like that, I end up not being able to support because they say and do some really terrible things and they have expectations about it. So, all right, I digress on this one. What's up, Wendy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let's hope for better. Yeah, I don't know. 2021 wasn't like horrible for me. 2020, I think, was worse. I mean, 2021 had some of the crappy stuff from 2020, but it seems like it wasn't quite as bad as 2020 as far as like all the crap that actually went down. I had a few court cases go my way, or the people on my side went their way in 2021. So that worked out pretty good. But hopefully 2022 will be much better. What's up, John? Nice to see you. What's up, Sissel Johnson? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. You look very happy there. I wish I was happy as you. Sometimes I appear happy, and I'm like mostly happy. I'm not complaining, but kind of, I feel like I hit this like wall. Wait, I got to get her picture off of there. Sorry, guys. It's like her picture's on there for a long time. I was trying to talk about that article. I kind of hit this wall where I'm never like really happy. I'm not depressed. I don't really like believe in being depressed. Some people tell me it's a chemical imbalance. Some people think it's different. I think you have a little bit of control over it, even if it's chemicals. So I don't know. I just don't like being depressed. If you feel depressed, just do something. There's a million things to do these days. So now way off topic, but that's okay. What's a topic on a live stream? The topic is the live stream. And anyway, this lady shuts her comments off just like Amber. And I don't know if Amber's friend, what's her face? Eve Barlow shuts off comments. Maybe, maybe not. But this person shuts off comments, and I really hate that. If you're going to put out an article here and you're going to really trash two people, at least give the fans a way to respond. Even if it's the Amber fans, go ahead. Let's hear it. Let's talk it out. But don't just shut off comments. That's very Weasley. It's very, how can I say, dishonorable. Yes, what's up, James Gibson? So, these live streams sometimes just kind of a recap on the news, and we talked about Minamata, how it's doing really good, and that's great. That's great. I can't wait for Johnny's next movie, to be honest, because I want a happy comedy, romantic kind of movie. I don't know, where he falls in love with I don't know, woman who's doing something that women don't usually do, like maybe a pilot or I don't know, whatever it is. And it's just this fun comedy kind of thing, and I could watch it like 10 times and really get into it. Cause Minamata, I'm a broken record here, but I'm in Japan. It's about Japanese people dying and getting poisoned, and it's not really the movie I'm really gonna watch over and over, and not the story I'm dying to see. I talked to my friend about it. Obviously, he knows about it. It's a thing here. It's in Japan and everything, but I've got enough sadness and sorrow, and eventually I'll see it one day because I have to. But oh man. All right, we got Josh.
Yo, I'm here.
I gotta say, man, you look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just absolutely fantastic. But the hat looks like your beard's kind of trimmed. So
yeah, I'm not thrilled about all the gray, but what are you gonna do, man?
Oh yeah, me too, man. I'm fucking really upset because I had a goatee. You might remember when you met me, it was all red, right? Maybe you remember. It was this red goatee, and everyone's like, your goatee's red, but your hair is brown, and it'd be a cool thing. And now it's half gray, and I'm just
all gray. I got if I grow it all out, I'll just have that Mel Gibson skunk look.
Yep. You can't really dye a beard because you gotta cut it, and then your hair you could dye, and that's pretty permanent, right?
I've dyed it, but it grows out real fast.
Yeah, it grows out real fast, so it's just not worth it. And oh gosh, all right.
And when I dyed my hair blue over the summer, I dyed this blue, but I looked like a freak. It looked weird.
Did you see the 10 minutes Dior flick with Depp? I did not, but there is actually a Asahi beer commercial in Japan with Johnny Depp now. You might not know that, Josh.
I didn't. I never watched Japanese TV, so I have not seen that.
Well, I don't either, but someone else posted about it. I watch the news in the morning once in a while, just whatever, weather and that kind of crap. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, the only time I see Japanese TV is at when I'm in a waiting room, like at a clinic or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And people always have these ideas that Japanese commercials are hilarious and funny and weird, like Mr. Sparkle. They're not. They're just annoying.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. There's nothing. Yeah. They're pretty bad. So yeah, let me ask you about this. I don't want to get into too much of this topic, but this is a name that you might know is Kevin Costner.
I don't know him personally, but I'm aware of his work. Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that since I don't know so much about movies and actors, you probably know a little more about him than I do.
Probably, I would. That's probably a good bet.
So Kevin, wait, let me get something a little better to look at here because I'm going all over the place with this. Okay, I'm all over the place. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Nah.
No.
So all right, hold on. There's our friends. Wishing you happy holidays. Okay, that's good for now. Okay, so basically, I'm going to release this video, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But Kevin Costner said this. He said that Amber Heard walked into his trailer stark naked. Just walked right in and made a pass. I'm assuming he didn't elaborate, but I'm assuming that would be making a pass at him. Probably want to hook up with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't even call that making. I mean, I'm an old man, but back in my day, making a pass would be saying something flirtatious, slipping your phone number across the table discreetly. She allegedly, if she shows up in your trailer stark naked, she's just offering herself to you. That's not even
right. And this was 2014, and there was a movie. Oh fuck, what was the movie they did together? It was 3 Ways to Die or something. You remember that?
I don't know. His career hasn't really been
Right.
spectacular lately.
But when we were younger, like when I was in high school and like college, he was huge, right? Like
Oh, he was
younger.
huge. He was
He
huge.
was
His Dances
huge.
with Wolves, the Robin Hood
Exactly.
movie,
Oh,
Prince of
he was a
Thieves.
huge movie star. Right. He didn't
Oh,
really continue. He kind of faded out a little bit. But you know, he had a huge peak. He was a huge name in the movie
oh
industry.
yeah.
Right?
I
So
mean,
it's
I would
like,
still consider him an A-lister just based on his past alone. The last movie
yeah.
I saw with him was he played a serial killer, which was
Mhm.
kind of against type because usually he's like a good guy, but he played a serial killer and it wasn't very
3
good.
Days to Kill. Okay, yeah, that's something like that.
And that was probably the movie I'm talking about was probably like 10 years
Hmm.
ago.
So the
And
only question is this: like, why would he lie about that? Is there a reason he would lie about that, and what would that reason be? You know?
no, that's not the kind of thing you make up. I mean, that's the kind of thing you tell someone at a party and it's because it's funny, and then someone overhears it and they tell, and
Hmm.
I think all those stories are probably based in truth because
So
you
also
know
allegedly, what she was, saying at a party, ironically, or some kind of gathering, right? There was like 10 people there, and Amber Heard was giving her stories about Johnny and how she got mistreated and everything, and it was her and
mhm.
Kevin Costner. I guess maybe a movie set, something like that. I'm assuming movie set because he said she came in his trailer, right? So he's like, well, if this is all true about Johnny, how come you walked in my trailer naked? Is what he said. So
Mm.
that was about the end of this report, and I mean, it was an article. It got covered by a few people, so it's
Well,
interesting to think about.
it is. I'm guilty. I'm a big fan of Hollywood gossip. I've always been a fan. I know it's just kind of trashy, but I just think it's fun. So I tend to believe a lot of some of those stories. I mean, there's some stuff that you got to take with a grain of salt. But why would Kevin Costner make up a story about her doing that when he's probably had so many women over the years?
Yeah, or could have. Maybe I
Or
don't know his
could.
personal stuff. Maybe he stuck with his wife. Maybe he didn't cheat, but he could have, right? I mean, he could have had a new woman every night. I mean, he just walks into a club. I'm Kevin Costner.
Right.
What are
I
you
think
doing
and
later? Let's hook
I
up.
think most of them do
Obviously.
that because they can, you know. I'm
Right.
not gonna lie. If I had that power, I would probably do it. It might get old after about 10 years, but they all do it.
Yeah, and if he didn't do it, he could have. So
Yeah.
it was always on the
But
table. So
given the time frame, if you said this was like 2014, he'd probably be in his like 60s, maybe by then. He's probably bored with it all. Like, I've
yeah.
been there, done that. When you've slept on a pile of naked women, what's one
Hmm.
more, right?
What's up, Tal King? Nice to see you. Kevin
Oh,
Costner's not ever been one for gossip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm asking you, Josh. Have you ever heard anything about him in the news, controversy, anything?
no. As far as I know, he has a pretty good reputation.
Yeah,
Um,
he seems like a pretty stand-up guy. Pretty
yeah, as far as I know, I
solid,
mean,
straightforward guy. So anyway, that video's gonna be out sometime tomorrow evening. So I don't want to get too much into it. There's not too much to get into, but that
mm,
was just what I was thinking. I don't know much about Kevin Costner except, like you said, like Dances with Wolves and Robin Hood. And this Robin Hood was pretty bad, but you
oh, I
know,
loved it as a kid. I loved it. I tried to rewatch it years later, and it doesn't hold up. But I
right.
was just
I
the
liked
right age.
Waterworld kind of. It started off good. It had potential.
Oh, I had
So
I barely got through Waterworld. I thought
I'm
that
kind of a
was really
sucker for
good.
those like weird sci-fi, like
Oh,
the
but yeah, he had
Island,
he
Waterworld
had
stuff like.
kind of back to back flops. He did Waterworld and The Postman. The Postman was another post
Mhm.
apocalyptic
I kind of like that too.
sci-fi, and they were both flops. So that kind of
The
pushed it.
Bodyguard. I remember that. I didn't like that
Oh,
because
The
I wasn't into that
Bodyguard.
book.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, think of all he was in huge movies in the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was in The Untouchables. He played not Al Capone. Al Capone's the bad guy. Who's Elliot Ness? He played Elliot Ness,
Okay.
and he was in this movie Bull Durham, which I think he might have been nominated for
Right.
an Oscar. So he was in a lot of '80s movies and like early '90s, and then he just kind of faded a little after that.
Field of Dreams. Right. Yeah. Look,
Yeah,
we could
Field
talk
of
about
Dreams was
Kevin.
huge.
like, we could talk about his movies all night. So yeah, the point is he was in a
Yeah.
lot of movies, and he's a big name in Hollywood. So I don't know why this news didn't come out earlier. I do like a video a day on this fucking case, so I don't know why I haven't heard about this. And the person who broke the news was the person who made the Remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 petition, who's always up on things. And she posted it on December 31st of this year. She's up on the news. So I'm not sure why this hasn't come out sooner, but I guess, I guess that's that. But all
I don't
right.
know. I'm trying to think of more stories like that. I mean, weird things happen in actors' trailers. Let's just say that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What do you know about this guy, James Franco?
You know what? This is probably maybe an unpopular take, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't think he did anything wrong. As far as I know, all of his victims were consenting adults. But the dude, he liked to bang chicks. He just liked to bang chicks. That's what he did. And I don't know why. I mean, maybe your viewers can fill me in on what was so wrong that he did. Supposedly he was teaching acting classes and banged some of his students. But
well, here's the thing. So basically, he was caught in an elevator with Amber Heard. It's all on videotape. I think when she was still married to Johnny in Johnny's penthouse. Now, I don't care about his past so much. If he was guilty or what he did, it's not really relevant. The thing is, would he lie in court about seeing bruises on her face? Because this was after she said she got abused recently, where there would still be bruises.
Would he lie in court?
That's the thing. Like, whatever he did in his past, maybe he's innocent and guilty on those separate cases, which I'm not very concerned with. What we're concerned about is if he's going to lie and say, I didn't see anything, or defend Amber,
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, you got to understand that actors are narcissists. They're crazy. All they think about is themselves. So if it would help himself, make him look better to lie, then sure he would.
Right, but would that make him look better to side with Amber?
I don't know.
And he's under oath. So I mean, think about it this way: like, what if they proved in that case that she was not abused, and then he was found to be lying on the stand? You know what I mean?
That's perjury. That's a big deal.
Right. So they've got other witnesses. So what would happen is if he lied and he said, I didn't see bruises, but then the other witnesses did come and say, they saw them. I mean, I'm getting mixed up here. If he lied on the stand for Amber,
he said that he saw bruises. Other people
when
say
they
that
weren't
they
there. Right. And then other witnesses said they didn't, which overrode him, and there were more witnesses. He would look like the liar, right?
Well, again, actors are narcissistic, and they're also not known for being really smart, most of them. So hopefully he would have a lawyer that would tell him, look, man, don't perjure yourself on the stand no matter what.
Right. And the thing
look at this.
Okay, go ahead.
A couple of students weren't adults yet, 17. Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Franco, he was hot back then. He was really successful. He's in lots of movies. He was directing stuff. And of course, girls are going to want to sleep with him. So, he probably knew they were 17. I don't know. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, it's always a gray area. I mean, if a girl is 18, if she's 17, she tells you she's 18, what are you going to do? Hey, show me ID. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
it's a gray area. Like,
it's a gray area. I personally don't think that's as bad as like him being in a bathtub full of like 9-year-old kids or anything, But he's been blacklisted since then. I mean, this came right after he was up for an Oscar for playing Tommy Wiseau. And like a high point. I honestly
have no idea who the hell the guy is. I'm so pretty bad with actors, so he's just some guy in an elevator with Amber Heard to me. So
okay,
that's why
he was on top of the world, and then the whole Me Too thing happened, and his career is over. So
right, well, I don't trust them. I don't trust him. It's a whole, some guys I'm like they didn't do it. I don't think they did it, but some guys I'm like maybe because they can't all be innocent. So it's like, ugh,
I
it creates such a
I think
tough
he
thing.
probably did. I'm sure he banged a bunch of 17-year-old girls. I'm
Hmm.
sure he probably did. I don't know if he deserves to be unpersoned because of that. So,
Right.
again, like I agree with you that it's a gray area, and every case is different. So,
Yeah, it's really the Me Too things, and especially the Depp versus Heard case. And at Amber's fault, there's now confusion. There's now a lot of confusion about like, well, who do we trust? Like, I hate to say it, but like, if Amber Heard never came around, I would tend to trust the woman more. I didn't really think about it so hard. I
well,
really
I think,
didn't. I
and
really didn't
again,
think about it so hard. And I mean,
like I said, I'm really into the whole celebrity gossip thing, and I think uh, Me Too got out of hand when that woman had a bad date with Aziz Ansari, who is he's just a comedian. I don't find him funny at all, but he's a stand-up
mhm,
comedian. He was on Parks and Recreation, and he took this chick out and he tried to bang her, and she wrote this big huge article and said like, oh, she basically accused him of rape, and he didn't do anything. And
mhm.
so a lot of people like,
You gotta say the R word, but that's okay.
oh, I said,
Yeah,
great,
I know we're
great.
on here. This isn't a
How we
private
make grape
conversation,
soda.
and just this gets checked and blah blah blah. So anyway, try to use some code words and things like that when you
I'm
talk
sorry, I
about
was
like kids
talking
and just
about
saying. I know it's not a habit for you, but just
grapes,
moving forward, just try to use some.
delicious little
Yeah,
grapes, and you squeeze them and make grape juice. You can make wine. You can make wine out of grape juice.
yeah. Anyway,
No, so,
just saying. It's not. I've heard people say it, but you can't be too careful. So, you know.
right.
Yeah, no, I always question. I wouldn't say the woman's always right, like blindly, but I really never thought that there was this deception and like false accusations. I knew false accusations happen, but it seems like there are more false ones than true ones. So now my default was like, all right, I'm gonna hear her out, I'm gonna believe her. But now my default has changed to no evidence, sorry, next, and that's it.
Yeah. I definitely think. Well, as a feminist, I believe all women all the time. So,
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Anyway, enough about
yeah.
Franco. Well, I
Moving
do
on.
retweet some Joe Biden stuff because, love him or hate him, Joe Biden is pretty funny. He's got some pretty
Yeah.
funny stuff going around these days. No offense. Like, there's just no defending it at this point. It's not even political. Like, he's really muffles his words and screws up so much. It's just too funny. It's not even political at this point. Like, obviously, he really screws things up when he tries to say things. So, sorry, guys, but it's,
Oh, look, that was some vintage Marilyn Manson you scrolled past there.
yeah, this is like a GIF. And you know what? When Manson talks, man, he's like really sounds intelligent, says the right things.
Yeah. He's not unintelligent. He's very what's the word I'm looking, the opposite of what I'm right now. Well spoken. He's well spoken.
Yes.
Uh I think he had that segment in Michael Moore's movie Bowling for Columbine, where after Columbine they were all blaming Marilyn Manson's music and
Right.
stuff.
Yes.
He defended himself and said, "Hey, man, I'm just an artist. I'm just doing performance art for the most part." So, he's from Ohio, like me.
I didn't know that.
Hmm. His real name is Brian Warner,
Yep.
and he's from, I want to say, the Canton area. I may be mistaken, but
But no, well, I think he went on one of those like mid-grade talk shows one time. I forget who it was, like Geraldo or Donahue, one of those
I
guys
think it
at
was
the time.
Donahue. Yeah, that was
And
very early in his career. Yeah,
they were like how come you use the F word so much? It's not a good thing. And he's like, well, that's how you express anger. It was very calm and really explained. He's like, when you want to express anger, you use profanity because it's a really good way to express anger. And he was really calm and explained it. And the guy looked pretty stupid. He's like, when I express other emotions, I use other words. And they were probably expecting him
yeah,
to like lash
yeah.
out, like, so what? I said the F word. What do you care? Blah, blah, blah. And he didn't. He was just really calm and explained it. And when I saw that interview, I was like, oh yeah, this guy is a little bit more than just his, persona and his makeup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
No, you're
you
right.
know,
That was the Phil Donahue interview. It was very early in his career. In fact, I think he sampled audio clips from that on his later releases. Oh,
so yeah.
yeah.
Well, I sometimes scroll through Twitter and I show my private messages and who I'm following things like by accident. So I want to like cut it off while I'm searching for the next thing. You know what I mean? Well, who I'm
No,
following
I
is
know what
actually
you
public,
mean.
but
Because you don't want. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want like my personal stuff out there.
I showed my like private messages yesterday. There was nothing written except like, "Hey, what's up?" So no big deal. But yeah, I'd rather not. So
There wasn't just a full nude shot of Amber Heard. Like, hello, John. I'm naked in your private messages.
I don't think people
I
would
mean, it's
want to
not
see
like we
that
can't
so
all
much.
see. We can all see her naked whenever we want. She's been naked in plenty of movies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's some scene where she it's like from 2009 or something. She it's a really weird scene. Like there's like she's in a lake in a forest and she just strips naked and she's like, swimming in the lake and there's a guy spying on her like really interested. I mean, I guess most guys would be really interested, but he's looking and then he just kind of watches her and that's all I got from the scene. It was like 1 minute, but I was going to react to it, but I was thinking like, is that really going to be a video that like has a purpose? Like, it would just really be just a really low content video. Just like, let's react to this for the hell of it. Like,
I'm not going to lie. And I apologize in advance to all your female listeners. But if I were walking by and I saw a naked lady anywhere, I would look.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Depending on the, body shape and everything. But basically, yeah. I don't think you got to apologize. I mean, that should be a given. That should be like, just a given,
I'd probably look at, you know what? I'd probably look at a naked guy just because it's so bizarre. It's like, why is that guy naked?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
What's that naked guy doing?
Well,
I mean, we're too young. I guess that was a big thing in the 70s, streaking. We missed out on the whole streaking fad.
I check up on Elon Musk's Twitter once in a while. He's got almost 70 million followers. He's following 107 people.
Wow, they must be very elite.
See who he's following. If we know, in SpaceX, obviously.
And that's basically himself.
World of Engineering, Shibetoshi Nakamoto. Okay. Tesla, obviously. Everyday Astronaut. Dogecoin, if that's how you say it.
I don't know how to say that. I don't know if it's Dog or Doge. I think it might. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. He follows
like
NASA.
Meme talk, so I don't know.
The Babylon,
Bee.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's a satire news. It's like The Onion used to be.
Well, he did an interview on them. Well, he did an interview there last week with one of the reporters or whatever. Now, everything space porn. Okay.
My my celebrity gossip websites also have a lot to say about Elon Musk.
Well, send me some of those over because is that John? I thought it was John Cusack for a second. Guess not. I'm looking for celebrities. He follows Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
there's one.
Well, he's been on Rogan once or twice.
Right.
But no, they
say
they say he's a big fraud. They say he takes a lot of drugs. I don't know what kind. Maybe like uppers to keep him going all the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a celebrity scientist.
Yeah, John Favreau, nice.
John Favreau, yeah.
There we go, John Favreau.
But no, they say his company is all. They say Tesla is just a facade, and I don't know. Rick and Morty.
South Park. Holy shit. There you go, man.
I will say this.
The Hacker News. He should be following me, man.
He was on The Simpsons a few years ago, and he played himself. It was one of the worst episodes ever.
Okay, I'm sure. Well,
it was terrible.
Here's the thing, man. People say like Elon Musk is a hack, he's fake. Look, if you become the richest man in the world by like being fake, there's still something to be said about that. It's not like anyone could snap their fingers and make $1 million. people struggle. Like what? Like 99% of the world can't make $1 million or something like that. And if he snaps, not snaps his fingers, but if he has a way to be like the second richest man in the world, that's not a fake in itself by doing that. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's what the gossip sites will claim, that it's not, that the money is fake. It's all he doesn't have any liquid assets and stuff like that.
Doge, like Dodge?
Yeah.
Like,
Doge coin.
Okay.
It's based on the meme of that dog. Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Humility First? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. All right. Thank you for stopping by. But I don't know. I find there's some interest here in Grimes and Elon Musk. Obviously, because Elon Musk is tied into the Amber Heard case, there's a little more extra interest. But, there's some interest in him anyway. And just seeing what he's tweeting here and retweeting. And it's kind of interesting. I'm here just joking. I'm here. Heh, fine. I'm here. Okay. He likes memes. Look at that. Merry Christmas. So, obviously...
He's a bit of a troll. He'll troll people,
Yeah. He just he's addicted to Twitter like everyone else, or social media like everyone else. When I bought a stick with a stone for 10 shells, and the next day it cost 5 shells. Okay, whatever. So what do you do? I'm the Prime Minister of Finland. What?
Okay. I don't get that one.
Yeah, I don't either. Badly cropped click. Yeah, he likes memes.
Mm-hmm.
Santa Claus, Lucia Sola. He has a list, is checking it twice, knows ignoring it, no signs of coming to town. Yeah, okay, it's not funny.
It's historical. I don't know. I'm not a history buff.
4K of RAM in 1969. We put people on the moon. 8 gigs of RAM now. Chrome tab scary. Chrome tab scary. Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms you open if you say anything about the moon landing, because then people start saying it's never happened and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea. I really don't. I just don't even know enough about space and aerodynamics and things. What's up, Carol? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. John, how's you? We're just chilling here, kind of. I'm expecting, a little bit of a slow night because it's like probably a lot of people have hangovers and still sleeping. It's morning time, I think, on the East Coast. So,
first day of the new year.
Yeah, first day of the new year. I just figured I had a chance to do a live. I've got like 6 videos on the lineup ready to go. Just got to click, make them public. So I figured do a live for like an hour and a half, something like that. See how it goes. Whatever. James, a coffee and tequila. I don't like tequila or whiskey. I like rum or vodka.
I'll drink anything. Well, I don't drink anymore. But back in my drinking days, I was just like, just give me whatever has the highest alcohol in it.
Yeah, no, good for you for actually quitting. Most people don't actually quit. They say they're going to, and they don't actually quit. So yeah, good on that.
Quitting drinking was easy, but eating healthy is impossible.
Yeah, I'm kind of good at that. I guess I got better at that. Not great. I find I usually eat healthy for like 2 or 3 weeks, then I revert back, then I eat healthy again, and I just can't really like stick to it totally.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. It sucks.
But money has a role to play in that. Because, like, obviously, cheaper food is, less expensive.
Yeah. Cheaper food is more unhealthy,
Yeah. And it's like, if I just want something filling and I don't want to spend, like, more than, like, $5 or something, I could just have a few options. But if you want something healthy and actually be satisfied, it's going to be, like, double the price.
And you got to prepare it yourself.
Usually. So it's not all about like my willpower. If I was just like a millionaire, no problem. Just get that chicken wrap with like, the salad and lettuce in there and everything instead of like that cheeseburger for like the same price,
If I was a millionaire, I would have my nutritionist, make all my meals for me.
99 days. Okay, that's yeah, that's great. So let's see what the old Amber is up to on Twitter. All right, so her last post was that post how she named allegedly, I mean she supposedly named her dog after Barnaby Joyce. People are speculating maybe she didn't actually name it that. I don't know. She claims she did, but she didn't actually like show the papers, adoption papers or anything like that. So, you
I
know,
don't know who Barnaby Joyce is.
he's the Australian politician who wants to put her in jail for perjury she committed in Australia. And she's trolling him by naming her dog after him.
Oh, I do remember that, she and Johnny got in trouble for bringing dogs
Well,
into
not Johnny.
Australia.
She did everything. It wasn't his fault. He was just mad at her, so he got some heat from it.
Right, but he had to be in that humiliating video where he apologized and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the last thing she actually posted. And proud of my
Well,
friend Eve Barlow for her ability to add to the conversation around award season and to be asked to write for Variety. Ugh. Well, Variety's a trashy thing these days, I guess. So, you know, what's a shame is that I cannot even publicly disagree with her and ridicule her opinion on this movie because Variety cannot even enable comments due to the senseless bullying and anti-Semitism. What's this world coming to?
well,
Okay.
I don't think comments were removed because of anti-Semitism. I think comments are removed because, the gatekeepers don't like people being able to have a free exchange of their own opinions. I mean, notice how Yahoo removed all the comments a few months before the 2020 election. Gee, I wonder why.
Honestly, I'm pretty sensitive to like anti-Semitist things, and I don't ever see it. I never see
Really?
it. I mean, where do I never see any? I mean, not much. I'm never like reading and be like, oh, that's anti-Semitism. Like, oh,
I
I don't see it
I
that
see it.
much.
I've seen it, and the anti-Semitism that I've seen is not, to me, it's not like you know traditional, World War II era. It's more
Right.
people noticing. They're just noticing the fact that uh, all of the media and all of the banks and all of everything is run by a certain group. And
Right.
is that a crime to notice that and point it out? I mean, it's true if you
Yeah,
look
if it's
at the board of
factual,
directors,
it's factual. I mean,
but
what's
they
that?
don't. They consider that hate speech, and I don't think that. I think if you're just noticing something and pointing it out, that shouldn't be considered. I mean, it depends on what you're saying. If you're saying we got to kill all these people, we hate them. I mean, don't say that.
Right.
If
Yeah,
you,
no, yeah. So it's kind of like hate speech. It's not actually hate speech. It's just something you disagree with. So you're saying it's hate speech, I guess.
yeah.
Something
Well,
like,
then
okay,
again,
that makes
I
sense. Yeah.
personally, I don't believe in hate speech. I don't think hate speech is a thing.
No, I don't either. It's not. There's a lot of things that aren't a thing. Like toxic masculinity isn't really a thing.
No, I don't believe in that either. But again, I'm in my mid 40s, so a lot of the things that I believe are outdated by today's standards. But
No,
we're
not
saying,
necessarily. I mean, not necessarily. Like, what's toxic masculinity? Is that like hitting on a girl on the street? And is that toxic? Like, toxic basically means you're a bad influence to people in society. So,
no, I've
what
always
exactly is being toxic? Here's toxic masculinity breaking into a store and stealing Nikes and, waving your political shit in people's face. That's fucking toxic. And that's
right.
not
Well, I
called
don't even
toxic. That's called protesting, right?
I
So,
don't like the word toxic. I
sorry.
only started noticing it about 5 or 6 years ago, and people say, "Well, this is a really toxic environment." No, it's not. A toxic environment is literally like poisonous gases coming up through the ground, and that's going to kill you. People saying things that you don't like is not toxic.
I am 21. I don't believe in it. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it exists to a certain extent, but you just don't see it much. You don't see it
Yeah.
much. Yes, there is toxic masculinity, but that's kind of what
I
criminals
mean,
do is toxic masculinity, not just like what normal dudes do who like being
yeah,
guys who have a
when
lot
I
of
was in
testosterone to
college,
let
we
out.
just
That's
called
not.
those guys frat guys. I was a
Yeah,
nerd. I was a
yeah.
dork.
Yeah.
I never got girls, so it's like, oh man, look at all those stupid frat guys, so
Jocks,
easy for
frat
them.
guys,
Now it's toxic. They're toxic masculinity, and
Right, you do hear toxic femininity, but not from the mainstream, really, not from the big corporations.
I've never heard anyone use
I've
that.
I've heard it from YouTubers and things like that, but not from the mainstream, not from the corporations and thing. They don't acknowledge it. They only acknowledge toxic masculinity. So, but that's true. I have heard the term, right? Like AH, for example. But like I'm saying, they don't acknowledge AH is toxic, right? So that's the thing.
Well, I wouldn't even consider, again, like I said, I don't consider a person toxic. Like for me, toxic isn't an adjective that I would use to describe someone's personality or behavior or anything. To me, like I said, it's dangerous chemicals or stuff.
Right,
I would
right,
just
right.
I would just call her an asshole. That's all.
Okay, here's another one of the what I think is kind of for the camera. I could move in here. I don't know, like every picture she takes just looks like she's posing. That doesn't look like she's naturally chilling out in the bookstore looking around. She's like, "Hey, take the picture, guys. I gotta post this on Twitter and say I'm in a bookstore and loving it."
Of
It
course
just
she
looks so
is. That's
fake
how
to
they.
me.
And that's probably like the 15th or 16th take. She probably has to have it just right and the light.
Right, 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 right.
She's a fake human being. Everything about her is fake.
Like that lighting's got to be right. Like, oh, get the lighting on my face. Let's stand right under the window here, guys. You know, ah.
I read books. I'm so intellectual. I
I
could
would
just live
love
here with all
to
these
just
books.
get Amber Heard to do an interview, and she signs the contract, and she can't talk about Johnny or Virginia. Great. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a book she had a picture of and ask her some questions about it. Well, in chapter 9, what did Jimmy say to Caroline when they broke up, and why do you think they broke up? And she'd be like, well, I didn't get up to that chapter. Okay, here's another picture of you with this book. What do you think
That would
about
be
chapter
fun to
2?
interview her.
And just kind of drill her about these books she said she read. And like every single time, she'd probably be like, I don't know. And I'm like,
But
wait, what did you actually read?
again, these celebrities are so insulated and protected from reality. I mean, you would never get an interview. You'd be allowed maybe 30 seconds, and then her publicist would cut you off. But I think it'd be hilarious to troll her, and just be like, oh my God, you're so brave, you're so wonderful, you're the best, you're the best human being ever. And she'd be like, I know. I think that'd be funny.
Here's the militant feminist throwback.
What does that even mean? She's wearing like a Beatles jacket.
I don't even know. Yeah, it kind of looks like I hate to say it, but yeah, it does look like a Sergeant Pepper jacket. Not colorful. I hate to say it, but yeah, I guess it does look like the shape.
It's just like a Beatles jacket.
Yeah, no, just factually, it kind of looks like it, but
Yeah.
But anyway. And I used to make videos on her Twitter more, but she shut the comments off,
Oh, really? Yeah.
a long time ago.
Oh,
But
she's such an activist.
A lot of people have got those saved
anyway.
So. And obviously, as you know, YouTube shut the dislikes off. So, you could still see them. You could go to a website and you could get behind there, but it's a pain in the ass. So.
Oh no, I put an add-on to my browser so I can still see dislikes.
Oh, you got to send me the link to that.
Yeah. Do you use Firefox or Chrome?
I have Chrome on my MacBook now.
Oh, okay. So I don't know about Mac. I still use Firefox because I'm just an old man and I'm.
Well, you can send me it. I have Firefox on my PC and I could do that, so that's fine.
Yeah, but it is funny because I still see all the dislikes. So.
And so let's see here who Amber's following. Best of Amber Heard, and they've got 6,000 followers, not bad. Amber Heard Brazil, they've got 7,000 followers, not so bad. Amber Heard Archive, 1,000 followers, not even as many as me. Amber Heard Italia fans, okay. Let's see. Amber Heard Daily, about as
she's clearly an attractive. Whether she's had surgery or makeup, whatever, but she's just so generic. There's nothing about her that stands out as
yeah, she's had $50,000 in facial surgery.
but the end result is just this bland plastic. I mean, it's attractive, I suppose. You know, her face is symmetrical, but she doesn't. There's just nothing unique about her. I would never be able to pick her out of a lineup of hot blondes.
She looked good in her 20s, but now she's already 35, which is, I mean, that's marriage
Yeah.
age. It's marriage, kids. That's not like going out, having a ball and that kind of thing. I mean, if you're divorced and you're looking for a second marriage, okay. But I mean, for someone single like her who's never been married happily or legitimately, that's not really the age you want to be at to be like, you're no longer the hottest girl in the room. Let's put it that way. You're past that point with the youngest, hottest girl in the room. So
oh my
she's
god,
not.
these are her accounts. She has several paid. She probably pays her. It says
Oh
the
yeah,
same
yeah. I was gonna say
actress and activist. They're all the same. They're just dupe accounts that she probably pays for.
Probably. Yeah, that's a big theory.
Sad.
That's a big theory. Let's see. I don't know. Vita, Eva, Rachel. Right. Amber Heard source blocked me. Huh.
Mm. Yeah,
It could be a chain block. I mean,
nice to be noticed, right?
Yeah. Well, some people like freak out, like, oh, they blocked me, and they kind of take pride in being blocked. But it could be a chain block. It could have been that they blocked like that umbrella guy who follows me, so maybe that did it.
Yeah. I wonder if she's ever seen any of your videos. That would be pretty crazy.
Possibly. Look, dude, if you type in Amber Heard, my videos will come up. That's all you got to do is type up Amber Heard on Google or YouTube, and they'll come up.
I think there's
So,
like I said before, though, a lot of celebrities are really insulated, and they don't I'm going to go back. I'm not being political, but that video of Biden where he said, let's go, Brandon. He didn't know what it means. How they keep him so isolated and, insulated from what's going on in the world that he didn't even know that he said a slur against himself.
Or he just wasn't thinking and he just kind of repeated it. I don't know.
It could be a combination because he probably doesn't process very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Batman.
Of course she follows Brie Larson.
Yeah, she's great, Brie Larson. Really love her work. She's such an activist.
Yeah,
she's doing great things.
She kind of dropped off of the scene. She, nothing coming up anymore as far as movies and shit like that. So, she does follow Richard Dawkins. She had an hour conversation with him, which I couldn't listen to because I can't watch it for more than about 3 minutes. But I mean, I think he's got some good ideas, and he's obviously a legitimate guy. He's got a brain. He's not an idiot. I just don't think he knew who she was. I don't think he knew who she was when he did the interview. I really don't.
When it would go back to her, was she just looking off and then like reading her cue cards?
I only watched like 3 or 5 minutes. It was one of the better interviews or conversations I've seen her have. But she was just saying like, the cut and paste atheist stuff. She wasn't saying anything like original, She was just saying,
her
like, the cut
job
and
to
paste
memorize,
stuff, right?
Memorize words and spew them back. I mean, that's what actors do.
Yeah, I like Richard Dawkins too. And like I said, I just don't think he knew all the drama, He's an atheist. He was happy to see a celebrity promoting atheism. He did the interview. I think that's what happened. I've been following him for a long time. I've read a couple of his books, and I've never heard him even talk about celebrity things, celebrity people and gossip. So he just was like, I don't care what's happening. I want to talk to her. And unfortunately, he made that mistake. So, it's going to happen. So what are you going to do, But
hey, did you is Charlie busy? What's Charlie tonight?
I don't know. I was figuring I had him on last time. I'll have you on this time. So
that works. That's cool.
Yeah, sometimes I just switch off, right? Just kind of switch off, and that's that.
Is this something? This is a private message that you're showing again?
Yeah. See. No, well, Alex sent me the link to
the return YouTube dislikes, right?
Yeah, so But wait a minute, that wasn't added to the stream. Anyway,
I don't know who Alexandra Jaros is, but
no, she's a member here and a subscriber and a supporter, so thank you very much. But
well, I remember because I saw her name the last time I was on, and I remember because there was a girl in my high school with the same last name, Jaros, the same spelling,
cool.
and she had really big boobs.
Okay, well, nothing wrong with that.
But everybody needed to know that. But I felt really bad for it because we had to run in gym class, and I'm full screen. So we had to run in gym class, but she had these giant boobs, so she would run like this. And it's really bad. I mean, she didn't want all the pervy boys watching her boobs bounce up and down while she runs.
That I go to put something on to link, and then I knock myself out, but I'm usually back like right away. Sorry. So yeah, I was
full screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with that. That
Okay.
she was running, and I don't think too much of my audience wants to hear it, but I understand what you're saying.
Just random memory. When I see the name Jaros, that's what I'm going to think of. It's associations. I don't know. I'm just glad I can remember anything from middle school or high school. That was a long time ago now.
Let's see if I missed any comment. Okay, so here we go. Here we go with Jajan, Richard Dawkins, and Amber Heard.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I don't know, because I'm a little paranoid about copyright stuff, so I'm not going to play the video. But let's read some comments down here. Oh, wait, this is my comment 10 months ago. So, all right, so I say here, this is crazy. Oh, man, I guess Dawkins just doesn't know much about the case. This sucks, which is what I kind of said here, because I kind of like him. And this person here says, I'm sure he doesn't care, and why should he? All right, I mean, because fans of his who are on Depp's side will no longer be his fans, which is actually a great point I think I made. So that's one reason he should care.
Well, Diane Adams says, I would listen to Mr. Dawkins even if he was talking to a tree, which is probably not unlike the video,
Right.
I mean,
no, I'm not playing that video. I can't bear to watch it. So, but it is interesting seeing what people said. I hadn't appreciated Richard's tolerance of word salad is that okay. I hadn't appreciated Richard's tolerance of word salad is that high respect. So I guess he's saying that Amber Heard had a couple of word salads going on. Yeah. Like I said, probably her stupid opinion plus some cut and paste things like the basic atheist 101 stuff. And I'm not sure she's an atheist. Who knows what she is?
Yeah, I don't even like to use the word atheist because to me that implies a belief.
Right, I don't either, but just for simplicity, sometimes
simplicity, I suppose, because when people ask me, like, what do you believe in? I'm like, I don't know, but then I say, you know what, I do believe Jesus.
Oh, nice. What's up, Cindy? Nice to see you. I always seem to come in on the tail end of these live streams. Yeah, we're an hour here. I'll chill for a little longer.
I have nothing to do.
Yeah, I could always make a couple more videos, and I always gotta do something the next day. So, but yeah, I'm good to chill a little longer. Just what is it? What is it here? Let me see. It's yeah, it's not even midnight here. I'm good to chill. Another 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Whatever it is. Let's see.
New Year's Day here.
Such a waste that Dawkins wasted his precious time talking to this creature. Well, I'm sure a lot of people might agree with that. Let's see. At least listening to Dear Richard Dawkins whilst reading your comments here, I only have to hear AH rather than look at her as well. Stay safe, Richard, and everyone here in the comment section. We have trouble enough with the pandemic, let alone having to view that woman. Poor Johnny. She's taking quite a leap, assuming he gets more hate mail than her. Okay, so I guess maybe she said that she got more hate mail than he did, or something like that.
I get so much hate mail. Everybody hates me.
Right. He might get, I mean, not maybe when they first started out, but I'm sure she gets more now. you know, maybe when they first started out, when she was like back in 2015 and he was a bigger name than her, but it kind of flopped. Now she's like the bigger name because she's been connected with Johnny and everything. So you don't hear too much of Richards these days. If he was pretty mega famous, I don't know what, like 7 or 8 years ago, little while back. First, she's trying so hard to sound like Scarlett Johansson. Second, she's still an abuser. Once she admits to being abusive and lying on their oath, we can all move forward. I don't think she'll actually admit it, but wishful thinking.
No.
We have living proof that belief in God or lack thereof has nothing to do with being a decent human being. I don't know.
That's true.
Eh. I can't take my eyes off his cute peacock tie. Okay, that's a very neutral comment. Here's Kat, whose comments here quite often. Poor Richard doesn't realize the beast he's talking with. And to be honest, none of us did. Yeah, so probably, I believe that. Probably like with the Richard Dawkins fan base, you know, I just don't think a lot of them realized. I really don't in this case. You know? So I'll go ahead and believe that. Let's see. If there is a God, it certainly isn't a loving one given the cruelty of nature. Okay.
Well,
Whoa,
yeah,
how
I've
did
been
these two
saying it.
people end up together? There, what is going on? Yeah. Silver Fox, I think, is subscribed here too. Seeing Amber again is pretty wholesome and yummy. Idiot trolls tried to dislike the video hard but failed. Maybe it's a different Silver Fox, I think, probably.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I think that's a different. Seriously,
I
Amber
mean,
Heard.
unless they're being very sarcastic by calling her wholesome and yummy.
Right.
That's another word. I don't like the word toxic. I don't like the word yummy. Ugh.
Thanks for
Gross.
stopping by, Deborah. Sorry, I haven't been really getting to comments so good. I don't know, just been kind of talking, and I apologize. Hasn't really been a good night for the comments, but I'm just kind of rolling on this Dawkins thing. Ursula, what's up? Nice to see you. Yeah, Deborah, take care. Thank you. Kay, nice to see you. What's up? Let's see what I missed you. Let's get the comments for a second here. What's
Yeah.
up, Christine? I see you came in. James is still here. Humility First is still here. All right. And Debbie is still here after all this time. So that's great. Everyone's just chilling. I thought she was Jewish, at least told even no. Amber Heard is not Jewish. I don't think so. What's up, Malkite? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And Laura B is still here. Thank you so much, Laura B. So, okay. Okay. And yeah, very nice. Very nice. So let's see what else we got here. What is up with all the hostility to this woman? Do people really care that much about Johnny Depp? I didn't even know who she is before I watched this and looked her up. I couldn't care less about her marital problems with Johnny Depp, which one of them is right, what the charges are, none of it. She did a pretty good job here, and I enjoyed the conversation. Give me a break, Bill. Bill is a simp. Bill must be watching some OnlyFans every night as his life. I wish people would defend Dawkins even half the fervor to be seen in this comment section against a previously atheist converts to wokeism who stripped him of his award over nothing. The whole fiasco is far more relevant than any Rocky celebrity marriage. I smell a word salad, Bill. I have no idea what you just said there, Josh.
I don't know, but that does sound interesting. I wasn't aware of him being attacked by wokeism. I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, that is the bigger issue. But, here's Guy Mercer. Guy's been subbed here for quite a long time. Very uncomfortable putting on the same stage Richard Dawkins. Wait, hold on. Start again. Very uncomfortable putting on the same stage Richard Dawkins, for which I have the greatest respect, and Amber Heard. As for the number of hate mail, no, she surely gets more, and for a good reason. Nothing more to say. It's debatable, man. I mean, I'm sure he gets a lot of hate mail from religious people and things like that. So it is debatable, but not anymore. I think he might have back in the day got more than her, but now she probably surpassed him. If you want to call it hate mail. I mean, I guess some of it is hate, but you know what I'm saying.
I
I'm
know
still
what you're
with you
saying.
guys, just cooking for the family. Well, that's great. Thank you so much. That's something I need to do more of. Happy New Year to all this year be done. Justice for Johnny. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for stopping by, Mariana. Nice rabbit ears there. So yeah, very very nice.
It would be cool if this was the year that it all finally wrapped up.
Oh yeah, I mean the court case is coming in 2002. There's going to be an aftermath, obviously. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's going to be interesting. It's like the court case is going to happen, and then it's still going to be in the news. The aftermath is still going to last in the news, probably to the end of the year or something like that. And then Amber is just going to be someone in the news, this random person people follow once in a while. It's not like people are just going to let it go. You know what I mean? It's like she did this thing for Johnny. She did this thing to Johnny. It's not like people, court case is over. Let it go. No, they're going to be following her forever. I'm not going to ever let it go. I'm never watching anything she's in for the rest of my life.
Ideally, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a double standard, where you look at uh, James Franco, for example. He still hasn't. I mean, he hasn't had a movie or anything in years. Whereas I feel like even if she's found guilty and everything, she'll probably still get work. But then again, like you said, she is 35
Yeah.
and there's nothing really special about her. So, and I'm not saying she's 35 to be offensive. I'm just saying that's just a fact that in Hollywood, the minute a woman hits her 30s, she has to play mom types and stuff because
Yeah, no, I've said that myself. I'm not trying to be mean either.
yeah.
That's just how it goes.
I
It
mean,
works
I
the
think it's
same way,
funny.
Yeah.
It's where you always have women playing the wives of these guys that are 2-3 times their age. So,
I don't think she's going to jail. I would hope so. If it is, it's not going to be regular jail, like general population jail. She'd go to some fluffy jail for like 3 years with, some, TV and a whatever, couch and a bed and whatever. Just, kind of like mobster jail where they're not like actually always in
I
jail. Like,
highly doubt she'll do any time. She won't go to
yeah,
jail. I mean,
yeah.
the thing she's most guilty of is, as far as I mean, other than the abuse, but there's also wasting the court's time and money and all that stuff. And usually by the time the dust settles, they give you a fine and probation, and there's no prison time.
No
I
doubt,
don't know.
no doubt. Yeah, I don't think so either. So, I mean, let's hope so, but I don't think so either. So, yeah, Amber Heard, what the FUCK ugh. Rock Candy is also a subscriber here, and Rock Candy is dropping me a lot of comments all the time. This is hard for me to understand why this happened. Yeah, it's one of those things where people are like, what the hell? Why did it happen? I just gotta really, my gut feeling is Dawkins just didn't know all the details and everything about what was going on with her. And, it's bad. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. But it's a while ago. And this is already like 10 months ago, these comments, 11 months ago. So this is over a year ago. Flying Without Fear is another subscriber here. So, it's kind of cool that no matter what's going on with Amber, I could always find like subscribers of this channel in the community and everything, like getting around, like I could like know people online. It's kind of cool. So, yeah, you know, just saying. FBI hopefully will go after her for perjury. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Oh my God, I love that. I actually never cried at the Notebook abs. I didn't like it. Okay. In the States, each state can pick up DV charges when victims choose not to press charges. I wonder what the statute of limitations is on that. Does Cali recognize this law? I have no idea.
I don't know. California is a weird state.
Yep, it's a very weird state. I'm never going there, and I'm happy about that.
I've been there. It wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't know. I
couple
was
of good
distracted
things. I
by
mean,
all these horrible grammar and spelling in a lot of these comments. But
yeah, that's how it is, man. A lot of times I make a video and I'm reading, then I'm like, wait a minute, I messed up, but that person's got really bad grammar, so I can't blame myself. You
yeah,
know.
it's not. No. I
Here's
do think.
J.A. Ernington is also a subscriber here. I'm sorry, I can't believe anything she says. You get a thumbs up. So yeah, Amber Heard isn't good people. Really bad PR posting this on Dawkins' channel. Shame on you, Dawkins. How can you let someone so vile share the stage with you? So as you can see, most of these comments are pretty negative. I normally enjoy Dawkins, but I'll pass on this one. I can't watch Karen Turd. Okay,
Wait,
that was
scroll back up. I like what this guy says.
okay here.
Kurgan with like that kind of bear
Oh, okay, I
skull.
see it. Yeah.
Why should I care what Amber Heard thinks about anything? Put up talks with scientists or science related people. Some actress from a superhero movie? Boring. Oh, they get
Yeah.
63,
Yeah.
63 thumbs up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree.
Well,
I think actors and actresses are some of the least, you know, you know, important opinions, especially on politics. I love how they're always constantly, lecturing us about politics and climate change and things like that. And what am I going to do? I can't change any. I can't change climate change. I'm in no position to do anything.
no doubt. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to hear from them. Basically,
Yeah, I don't want to
it
hear it.
it it depends. Like, hold on. I'm trying to look for this like famous video that got like hundreds of thousands of dislikes. I think this was it right here. But this, I can't see them. Anyway, Amber did the Sky News interview and she got like almost 500,000 dislikes, which I think is the worst ratio on YouTube, like
What
available.
video?
I think it was like an interview for when The Stand came out. Pretty sure it was this one right here. Oh no, it's not, because the one I was thinking of had like millions of views, so that isn't it. But there was one that got like millions of views and had like 500,000 dislikes, and I made a video on it, so I've got some of it there. But as you could see, like my videos come up when you type in Amber Heard in The Stand.
Cool.
So like you could see one there, right? You could see one up there. So like if Amber Heard just typed in Amber Heard The Stand
Which
interview like
I'm
that,
sure she does every day. She's a narcissist.
yeah. Max World Entertainment, what's up, man? New member. I thought you were a member, dude. But thank you so much for stopping by. And if you want to jump on now, you can. You know, what's up? Appreciate that, man. And long time no see, by the way. How's your channel doing? And also, feel free to put your channel in the chat if you want. So I think you're a mod. I think you're a mod on the channel. But nice to see you, man. Been a little while. Hope the new year was good for you. So Mac, you're free to jump on if you're around. Mac's from Texas. See, I know these things. But anyway, yeah, like I'm saying, man, this is Darth News, my friend, his channel. And yeah, here's mine again. This is one I just put up 2 days ago.
Cool.
Right? So yeah, and here's our friend Colonel Kurtz. Incredibly average. This one's got 5 million views, so that's pretty damn good. A little better than me. My whole channel's only got like 6.5 million views. There's one video of his, so there's 2 of mine. So yeah, if the answer is, has Amber seen these videos? And probably Johnny has too,
That would be so cool.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I told you that Doug Stanhope actually responded to one of my tweets. You know who this is, the comedian guy?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Doug Stanhope. I have been for like 15 years.
Yeah, so he actually replied to one of my tweets. I tagged him.
Oh, man. I love
Yeah.
Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, no, he's cool. Had to re-up my membership in a crazy 4 months. Went back out into the workforce. I really appreciate the invite to come up. I just woke up and now getting coffee. Hope everyone. Okay, yeah. If you want to jump on, let me know. I'll chill for a little while. I don't know. Probably good for a little while. If you come on, I'll have a little chat for a little bit. But just kind of chilling out here.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, we're just chilling, man. But yeah, thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It helps get me some computers and things to make the channel a little better. I'm sure some of you guys noticed the sound's a little better now, and I'm using SteamYard to make videos on my MacBook. I've got the logo on some videos, which I kind of want to get rid of, but just for now, I've got to keep it because I'm still figuring out how to, work some certain programs and stuff with the Mac. So it's kind of cool. I don't mind SteamYard. It's a really good service. A lot of YouTubers use it. They offer it for free, so it's not like the worst thing to promote,
I dig it. I
Yeah.
signed up for it, but I think one night I was really bored and lonely, as I live alone, and I thought I would just go on YouTube and just start talking and see if anybody was there, but probably nobody would have noticed.
Herds. Okay, two. Okay, maybe this one was it. 2.4 million. Okay, right. Okay. Right. So I commented there. You could see I said this video went over 500,000 dislikes. Right? So think about that. It's got like 2.4 million views. That's like 1 in 4 people or something like that.
Wait, let me check on Firefox. I can see exactly because I have
right. So it's got 4,000 likes about and 500,000
what's it
freaking
called?
dislikes.
Amber Heard's Takeaway.
Yeah, Amber Heard's 2020 takeaway: adapt and survive. Because we need to hear what Amber Heard has to say about 2020, don't we?
Well,
we can't figure that out for ourselves.
I'm so interested in what she has to say. It's so relevant and important to my life.
Looks like Mac has got his coffee, man. Well, if you want to jump on for a little bit, I'll probably be chilling for a little longer. Got to eventually, cut out and make some videos, but still chilling a little longer. I slept like till 6 p.m. or something on and off all day because I had a hangover. So I got to kind of.
All right. It has 4,000 likes and it has 475,000 dislikes.
Okay. So my comment there is not quite accurate, but all right.
I don't think that's the worst ratio ever, though. The reason they took the dislike away was that that Santa Inc. on Netflix trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That was for whatever reason that people got their
any other day.
Oh Jesus!
Don't play anything. No sound, because that can get me copyright stuff. So just be careful.
That has actually they must have reset it because it only has 200,000 dislikes. So they must have reset it all the time. They can change the numbers, but that Amber one has 475,000 dislikes.
Yeah, but the White House official site was getting like tens of thousands of dislikes at once. That might have played a part in it too. It wasn't just Santa's Inc.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said earlier. I mean, the whole idea of taking away comments and taking away likes and dislikes is that it's stifling the free exchange of opinions and ideas. The people in charge don't like that. They don't like, look at all this nonsense we're living through where we have stuff will come up and like fact checkers and this is false and all this stuff. And like, who are you to tell me, you're nobody, right? Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off on a rant. I sound like my dad.
Yeah, definitely check out Mac's channel. Last I checked, I think he was climbing up to 4,000 subscribers. Sorry, man, it's been a little while, but I think you were getting there. I'm not moving to the UK, so I'm married with kids, and that's not gonna happen. I'd love to go there. I want to go to Liverpool because I'm a huge Beatles fan, but yeah, I know. It's not in the stars, man. I've got a couple of other places on my list before the UK, although it would be nice. I wouldn't mind, So
I've got to be honest. I have never had much desire to go to England because it just seems a lot like, if I'm going to travel, which I don't travel a lot, I want to go somewhere really different from America.
Right, right. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where I want to go, man. I can't. I mean, I'd be cool going any place that's like kind of interesting and cultural, but I don't really have the desire to go anywhere. I'd like to go to Hawaii. Seems kind of nice.
Yeah, it'd be a nice place to live, wouldn't it? Just paradise. But yeah, I don't like to travel. Well, again, they made traveling horrendous now. You can't travel like you used to, and
Right.
I'm old. I don't like to travel. I hate it. It's a pain in the. I wish we could just teleport. Why don't we have Star Trek technology? You just go.
Maybe one day we will.
You know.
South of France. Nah. My wife's been to France and she loved it there, but that was a long time ago, so we probably won't be returning to France. So I just probably not. I mean, there's more to Liverpool than the Beatles, but not for me. For me, the Beatles are the main thing. Like Beatle memorabilia, I'd want to see in the UK. I'm open to anything in the UK. I love England in general, but the main thing for me would be like seeing Beatles stuff. What's up, Adega Outlaw? Nice to see you. So, yeah, I still got your book here, man. I think it's like right there, right there is your book. So yeah.
Ooh, I see.
Alicia, nice to see you. Gray in your beard is sexy, guys. All right. Hey, where were you
There's a
10 years
comment
ago?
I can get behind. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. No, it's depressing for me because it was
Uh,
used to be like
I don't
red,
know.
but
I don't know if it's true, but I'd like to believe it.
yeah, I believe it. I take your word for it. So thank you
Yeah,
so much.
I
That was
choose. I choose
best
to believe
comment,
it.
best comment of 2022 so far.
Absolutely.
So I'll definitely get behind that comment. So
Uh,
as you can see, pretty much every video. Oh, right. So this just went on and on. They won't believe you because you're a man. She is not a victim. This just went on and on. And how many comments did this thing get? This thing got 100 and about 131,000 comments. That's nuts. That's insane, man.
hmm.
That is a ton of fucking comments. If you go to a video that got like, 2.4 million views, you usually see maybe 10K comments, 9K, something like that. But damn, I'll do you a video. Go right ahead. Send it over. If someone makes a video, it's good. I'll run it. I mean, it's got to be pretty good quality. I've had like people doing like, you know, guest host videos here and things. It's just got to be, pretty solid, pretty good. I can't just run like anything with like any sound. Got to be pretty good sound, pretty good narration, but I'd consider it, you know? So yeah. Yeah. Marilyn Manson is a genius. I think he's a musical genius and somewhat of a genius as well. So
I won't go that far. I think he's talented, but I'm not going to say genius. That's
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know enough about him.
It's my opinion.
Yeah. They won't believe you because you're a man. It just keeps going on and on and on. Colonel Kurtz, we got a star in the chat. And obviously you could jump on here if you want, but I'm assuming it's morning, you just woke up, you're nowhere near a camera, any of that. But you know, definitely check out Colonel Kurtz. She's got some great thoughts. Speak of the devil on Marilyn Manson. There you go. There you go, Colonel. He's got Apocalypse Now. He's got it. What a coincidence.
This is like the six disc set.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Man,
we're trolling you.
I saw this in IMAX last year. It was amazing.
Yeah, trolling Colonel Kurtz. So I love it. Yeah, it was actually a great movie. I really do love the movie,
Well, what's so great about it, especially seeing it in the theater, is it's all real. All those helicopters, the village they blow up, all the smoke, the explosion, it's all real. It's none of those CGI bullshit. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, though, as a fun fact, they cut out the Playboy scene, or they cut it short with the helicopter Playboy scene.
It's in here. Woo.
Yeah, so I don't know why, but maybe the movie was like
it kind of slows the story. There's also this really long sequence where they go to this French plantation, and that was restored, but I really think that should have been left off because it really just kills the momentum. But Coppola's vision, whatever.
So yeah, Colonel, if you want, you could jump on. I sent you a link on your Twitter. We're just hanging out here, having fun, and somebody made the comment that Josh has a sexy beard with the gray in it. I don't have a beard right now, but
I love
I
it.
guess I could
Thank
if
you.
I wanted to. My daughter lives in Southampton, UK. I have no idea what that is. I know there's a Hampton on Long Island in New York, but Nitroscal. Never heard from Mac. It's okay.
Colonel Kurtz are going to work on New Year's Day.
Yeah, going to work.
It's too
Yep.
bad.
Yep. All right. Well, that's right. She has work on Sundays, Saturdays. So, okay, all good. But thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to Colonel Kurtz if you haven't already. She's more interesting than a lot of other people talking about Marilyn Manson and a lot of other people in general. Here's our channel right here, almost on 10,000. 20 away from 10,000. Damn. You'll hit 10,000. Nothing will be different, but it's always nice to have that 10,000. So there's her link. If you're not subscribed, definitely help her up to 10,000. She's doing Heard. She's doing Manson. And she had a chat with her guy. I forget his name. I watched a little bit of this. I, watched as much as I could. Maybe like, I don't know, about 10 minutes. So seemed kind of cool. But yeah. Definitely check it out. And she's a fan of the actual movie Apocalypse Now. Thank you for the plug. That's what we do. I plug people here. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for 3 years. Just everyone helps everyone. It's all good. But no, I really like this channel. Josh has probably never seen it, but she's saying all kind of good things. And they're kind of deep dives, philosophical, things like that. Not just like, oh, my opinion for 6 minutes like me and some other people and things like that. She does deep dives. She thinks about things. And, the one thing she said about Manson, hold on. Thanks for the invite to jump on with you, Hacker. Truth be told, my setup is not set up at the moment. I'm getting turned down by everybody, but at least Josh is here. That's the important thing.
I'm here.
So she does deep dives. And the one thing she said about Manson, which I haven't heard anyone say, is that even if, hypothetically, just assuming that he was guilty, you could still say that there's an argument to be made that it wouldn't be good to put somebody in jail and punish them if there's no evidence, even if he was guilty. Because, there's a theory that putting someone innocent behind bars is worse than letting criminals get away. You know what I mean? Putting someone innocent in jail is worse than letting criminals get away. And I tend to agree. You know what I mean? So
pretty bad. And
she made that hypothetical argument there, which was pretty good. I can't say it as well as she can, obviously, but it was along those lines.
Your paraphrase is, you got the point across, and I definitely agree. We don't want to put people in jail for no reason. That's ridiculous.
So you don't want to set the precedence that it's okay to put people in jail with no evidence. And I agree with that, I'm not turning it down because I want to. That's okay. It's okay because Colonel Kurtz turned me down and you turned me down. And, I'm used to it, man. I'm used to it. It's all good.
I'm used to being turned down a lot.
Yeah, we're used to being turned down here. But, anyway, that's Colonel Kurtz. Definitely check out her channel if you haven't. And, but yeah, I think that's probably our cue to exit, man. We're on an hour and a half here.
That's cool.
We're on an hour and a half here. So that's about it for tonight, guys. We had Colonel Kurtz stop by. We had Max World stop by. We had Lisa stop by. And, definitely check out Kurtz. Check out Max World also. He needs some subs, a little more than she does. I think he's crawling up to 5,000 or something like that. 4,500 last time I checked. So definitely check out Max World. And, yeah, that's about it. Adega, thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate it. And Kim, Laura B, thank you the whole time. Ursula, I seen you there dropping some comments. Thank you so much if you're still here. KST, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you. It's been great. And TJ, thank you so much. You want to do a video? Just DM me on Twitter and I'll take a look. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll take a look. Thank you, Kay, for chilling out all this time. And 68 subs. Okay, it doesn't matter. I've had a guy who had 30 subs and he made some great videos. It's just sometimes your videos don't always catch on. So, you know, whatever. I'll take a look at anything. I don't necessarily judge by subs. Lily, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you. And Langbo, Christine, John Doe. Can't get to literally everybody. It's been an hour and a half, so I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed here and you're still watching, please consider subscribing. And that's about it. Happy New Year, everyone. Josh, you want to say something before we go?
Yeah. I'd really like to watch Apocalypse Now. But the thing is, you got to watch it with the volume turned up because it sounds so good. And I get in trouble from my neighbors if my my TV's too loud late at night. So I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow, which is too bad.
All right. Yeah, no. Check out Apocalypse Now.
That's my final thoughts for this evening.
But yeah, we got to go, guys. I could keep reading comments forever. Really appreciate it. You guys have a good night. And